Hello everybody. So today Fashion Week starts and for the last 3 days we had fittings and this is a message that I want to go out to every single person. Every single person, yeah. So I have called Delhi my second home for about 32 years now. And even though every day in the papers you see Delhi is unsafe for women, um, I've always thought to myself, you have to be street smart, you have to be smart, you have to keep your wits around you when you're in a place like Delhi, just to keep yourself safe, look after yourself. And I was fortunate that really nothing terrible had happened to me in Delhi. And Kavi is a different story. I mean, she's been followed by boys and while she's driving home, and she's always called the police, and she's been on the phone with the police till she got home. So I keep telling her, just be smart. But the strangest and the weirdest and the most, I mean, I felt violated actually. Something happened to me and Kavita day before yesterday. So we were coming back from fittings. I think fittings got over and it was late. I mean, about 10:30 we were on a very, very busy road, the BRT in Delhi. And we are driving down and this bike pulls up at the side and two guys on the bike, and the guy looks into the car and he does this, like, and points to my back wheel and says, like, it's like you've got a puncture. So Kavi looked at me and says, Amma, just keep driving. So I kept driving, and then after two traffic lights, still on the BRT, I am thinking in my head it's another bike, but Kavi says it's the same people who come and they do that. Your tire is punctured. So we are like wondering now what to do. So I said, why don't, should we just pull up to the side and check the tire? If it's a puncture, it's a puncture, You'll have to go to a petrol pump and get it fixed, because again the next day morning work, early morning, yeah? So we pull up to the side and Kavi gets out of the car and looks down. And she says, well, there's a little bit of less air in the tire. We should get it checked tomorrow on the way to work. But we're okay right now. She gets in and she's telling me all this, and through the periphery of her eyes, she sees somebody at the back who has opened the door, has reached in and grabbed my bag, and he's taking it out. She's not buckled in as yet, she just got back into the car. So she reaches out, grabs the bag from this end and screams and screams, and I was petrified. I got into a situation where I was frozen. I mean, she's pulling the bag and she's like, drive, mummy, drive. And I'm like, what is happening? What is going on, And anyway, she just pulled the bag and he just let go of it and left, got on the bike and buzzed off. And then I looked at her and both of us are looking at each other in shock, and she says, somebody just tried to rob us. And why don't we just go, get out of this place? So I said, it's such a busy road, and I look at my dashboard and the back door is open. So I get out, shut the door, get back in, and we leave. Go back home, rattled, shattered, all of that, thinking that how could you just hear terrible things happening to people, but how could this happen to us, Anyway, we've gone home and slept over it, or not really slept over it. Next day morning we get into the car and we're driving, and this bike pulls up and he does this to your back tire. And we are looking at each other and saying, what? And so anyway, we pull up next to the bike guy, put down the window and say, what is it? What is happening? He says, your tire is punctured. He puts up his visor, shows us his face, and so I said, Kavi, he's another, one of these fellows. I don't think we should even bother, because my steering, when I leave the steering, it's not pulling to the side, nothing. So anyway, Kavi said, Amma, let's just go to a petrol pump and check. We checked, and the tire was completely flat. So what these two guys the night before had done is, with ice pick or something, and at a traffic light, they had punctured my back wheel. And of course, it took time for the air to go through the night. The air went, it was flat. We got it fixed, but there are terrible things that can happen. Yeah. And how careful one has to be. And we went to the venue yesterday, I mean, where fittings were happening, and we told all the girls and the choreographers and everybody backstage, we told them, this is what happened, and they're like, Ambika, it's happening all over. It's happening in Bangalore, in Bombay. I'm like, oh my God, I believe they're called the Tuk Tuk Gang. These fellows have a name. You know, Tuk Tuk, they knock on your window and they point to certain things, and while you attend to it, you are robbed. And the stories that have come up, people have just been, oh my God, Ambu, do you know what happened to this one's uncle, this one, that one? Somebody knocked on the door, he was on the phone, and they pulled the phone and took it away. I'm like, oh my God. Well, this happened to us. And I'm just thankful that, you know, because these guys actually come armed. And if you fight them, they can hurt you. And it's deadly. So they can go beyond hurting you. So, yeah, I feel a little unsafe now. And still, now it's like when you're driving back, you're not, you know, you're just so worried. Anyway, I'm running for work right now. And the fashion week starts today. So it's crazy busy for the next 4 days. And crazy busy as in you're standing the whole day long and you're creating all these different looks and everything else. And but I still said I have to take 5 minutes off to tell everybody out there to be careful. Just be careful. I shall see you all soon. I'll keep you posted on what's happening through the week. Bye-bye.